Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team C4G, and joining us here is team member Blake, who placed second at a Hurstville LLDS.
Oi, represent the boys.
Representing the boys.
Yeah, well. So basically, I went X1 the whole day. We did 5 rounds, 6 rounds, something like that. And yeah, lost once against Blue Eyes. All of the day I was playing Qliphort Demise. I beat Blue Eyes, Cosmo, Burning Abyss, Statue Lock.
Yep.
Whatever the hell that was, which ended up winning. A little bit salty, but you know, it's fine. It's
all good. They did solid. Qli's are not dead. Fucking 3 years later, or however long it is. They're
three ban lists later, 2 scout hits later.
Scout to 1, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. Fuck it. Yeah, all right.
All right. Well, let's see what's going on in this deck. What came second here today?
Alrighty. All right. So first up, we have the main B himself,
Scout.
the one scout. Honest to God, you honestly might not even need more than I would run 2. If I had access to 3, I would run 2 because of the spell cards I play and how quickly you get through them. Honestly, you only resolve it, so I could resolve this almost fully every time. And to pair with him, 2 monolith. 2 monolith. A lot of people playing 1 have dropped to 1. That's fair enough, especially in the Demise build. But I run 3 Summoner's Art, so I play 3. That, you know, the Summoner's Art's too much of a dead draw if you don't.
Yeah, beautiful. Those draws of monolith, can't get past them.
Yeah, true. The draws of monolith are great. So more into the clears. So 3 helix. This deck loses to traps, and that's about it. Like, it loses to Solemn, it loses to the Solemns, loses to fucking Quakings.
This trap loses to the decks.
Yeah, basically. So, as long as on top of that, Pendulum Scales, really good to pop. Anything, yeah. So, definitely 3 of these. Only 2 carrier. A lot of stuff can't be targeted anymore. You know, all the Cosmos. Burning Abyss isn't great to bounce. Monarch's pretty good to bounce. And Blue Eyes is, yeah. So, yeah, only 2 of these. They were good for when it came, but that's about it. Not fantastic, but 2 was good.
Yeah, solid.
2 Stealth. Yes.
Infamous stealth.
This card.
Spell speed fucking 10 right now.
Unless you have a solemn warning, you're not stopping this card.
Yes.
So good. I love this card to death. Being able to chain it right so I could search and pop and like everything and they just couldn't respond was fantastic. So yeah, 2 of those. Wouldn't play 3. I'm trying to keep the monster count lowish just because of the Demise. 1 shell. This won me 3 out of 5 games.
Shell steals games.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 games I won because we either went into time or it was late in game 3, and I did so much damage to defending. Like, for example, I had a Burning Abyss player have to set a card because he didn't have much. Like, I locked him out and he didn't have much. He set a card, I hit it, and it was it had, I think, 800 defense. So yeah, 2k, hit again for 28. It was incredible. Yeah, I'm not changing this for anything. 1 disc, which this is the only one I would drop if I had to, but it's still actually incredible. Any open board, any kind of open board, this dominates. Like the summoning the spare monolith and something else like this, it kills. The damage it does is so good. So yeah, that's it for the monsters. That's I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 monsters, which is a lot for a Demise deck. I didn't really draw dead monsters all day. Actually, I was pretty lucky with that.
It still means that roughly about 70% of the deck is back row. So
yeah. Which is kind of the whole point. So the main piece of this deck, 3 Demise.
Oh, you disgust me.
Yeah, this card, man. Played well and played properly, you can get so much advantage off it. And like drawing at late game is never good because normally I have a loaded extra deck. Don't really like it, but you know, to go first and to always open it. Holy crap, man! This card is so good. And you can do damage before it as well, which is cool. 3 Summoner's Art, which I said before. 3 because you have to see Scout. It's important. You know, you don't really open with it because it's at 1, but you have to see it. And it's not too bad. Like, you can get your Monolith and get your, you know...
Yeah, we've got the famous Kunstrare it is.
Kunstrare, yeah. Lovely. Never had to explain to it what people... never had to explain what it did because everyone already knew. 2 MSTs. Oh my goodness. This is the best card in the deck besides Demise. The amount of things this outed for me. Twin Twister's a no-go because I don't have anything to ditch. But this just, whether it be anti-spell, a strike that I knew was set there because of Ariadne, a guy, the end of the bloody last game I played against Statue Lock, I knew he had a Mirror Force because, I knew he had a Mirror Force, so I banged it and went for game. Like, yes, I'm so happy with this. And this
years later, MST is still good.
Years later, MST is still great. 2 main Necro Valley, because hell yeah.
Because you like to be fun.
Yeah, stops Cosmos, stops BA, stops Monarchs.
Stops fun.
Even stops Blue Eyes. BA, this actually won me the game. This won me game 3 because we went into time and I was about 1,000 life points ahead and he couldn't barb on me for game, so yeah, that was great. Also, if it's not too relevant, you can just side out for more hate. It's fun. But yeah, and because it's a...
The deck's got a lot of side-out options as well, which just makes it very versatile.
Absolutely, and because it's a field spell, it takes up a different zone, so for Demise, it's even better because you don't actually need to set it in the back row, so it doesn't clog. 2 duality, 3 sucked, I drew multiple, didn't like it. This is great. I saw them enough. Normally you can Demise into them, or you do this into Demise. Perfect. No need to run 3, I was drawing dead cards. Rest in peace, sweet prince. Sacrifice the 1 because it's so good. Normally, 9 times out of 10, I would search this off Scout. If I had a monster, if I didn't have a monster, I'd go for that. But yeah, normally this was my first search. So good.
So good.
Raigeki? I say that because this card's not that good. It's not. It's as sad as it sounds.
Raigeki loses as many games as it wins.
Yeah, man. It came in once against the statue player, and that's it. I sided it out against Cosmo. I sided it out against BA because I knew they'd get their effects. But yeah,
when you got spaces to fill, I guess you can just maybe slot in a Raigeki out of pity.
1 Chalice. Everyone's playing 2. I suck, and I draw multiples. I always draw multiple of this card, and it really doesn't work for a lot of cases. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great. You can bring the big ships up to 32. You can negate stuff, but I just saw it too much, so I dropped it to 1, and I saw it. Surprisingly enough, it worked. So, yeah, that's just my preference. I just couldn't...
And with Demise, you see it.
Yeah. Consistency.
That 39 card deck.
Yeah, so, actually, spells are the most I play. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So, 16 spells. They were good. I mean, spells kind of get me to everything else. I've got a kind of small trap lineup compared to most of my decks, but, so 3 Quakings. Yeah, let's start with this. This, with Shell, is actually very good. The fact that it kind of sticks a lot of things to the board was fantastic. I couldn't risk playing Drowning even if I had them because... I don't like being attacked directly. I don't like being put in that situation. And if I'm in that situation, I'm almost already lost. So unless it's turn 2 and I've already set up and,
Quaking is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely incredible card. Would not change that. I was at 2 and I bumped it to 3 and I'm very, very happy about it.
You'd run it at 4 if you could.
I would run it. Yeah, true. 2 Rivalry, not great. Not a good card. Honestly, I maybe just because of the games I played, this barely had any relevance to me. Most decks today can play around with it. I didn't verse any Monarchs, which would have been good, but even then they contribute over stuff. Aether is a fairy and bloody Seraph Knight's a fairy, and it's it's not fantastic. It's good for what in theory, but I actually did side it out a bunch of times. 1 Climate Change. I rate this card really highly. It only was relevant 1 game out of the bunch, but it was actually really good because I got turn 2 I got my Scout Twin Twisted and I was like, alright, well that sucks, but then I had Climate Change set from Demise and went, okay, Climate Change, go for another Scout. Lovely. Recycle. You can also add back scales if need be. Now we go to the one-of, a couple of one-of traps. Lose a turn, skill drain, vanities. So these 3, fantastic. Lose a turn, it was at 1 and not 2 because I was scared of metal foes, and this sucks against metal foes. Skill drain, it's incredibly good, and vanities is incredibly good. These 2 I can play through just fine, and a lot of decks can't. So you'll see, I did have a second one handy as well, just in case. And to round up the traps, we have the Solemn Brigade. Two and one. I pay a lot of life points with this deck. Between all the scouts and the skill drains, and I pay a lot of life points in this deck, so it's okay like this. It's okay.
Still enough no right there.
Yeah, still enough no. So no extra deck. Yeah, no extra deck, and that was super relevant because match 2 and 3, I had a guy straight away, like the Blue Eyes player straight away goes, do you have an extra deck? Because I left this in my, I left my side deck in my box, and I said, no, I don't. And he goes, oh, so first turn he searched Effect Veiler off Sage. Effect Veiler does nothing. I normal summoned once, in that turn he went, oh, great. And just looked at me and went, well, this is a loss, and I won that game. Occasionally as well, people would let me go first. Because they thought I was playing Domain Monarchs. So I was like, all right, fine. So yeah, that was a great idea. I never needed an extra deck. The opportunity never came up for me to go into it, so not relevant. And you want to go on a side?
Sure, why not?
Let's roll on a side. So we've got my sick token. Just ignore that.
Oh.
So, yeah, the sick metal token. I actually like it.
It's pretty fully sick.
Yeah, it's nice. So we got one Cephalopod. Yeah, this card's great. Sided against BA, and it's a searchable side deck card, which is great. Sided against BA, burnt him for 4,800 life, and then I gained 4,800.
Shit, son.
Yeah, wrecked. What are you gonna do? 2 Monarch Stormforth.
Rip Cosmo.
Yeah, more or less just for the Cosmo, actually. Like, this came in clutch. There was a guy sitting on a Dark Destroyer, and that's it, and no back row, and I went Stormforth, Tribute, Pendulum, win. So also I can't get over Dark Planet. This deck struggles to get over Dark Planet. So
the Pendulum would have had to be in another turn though, wasn't it?
Yeah. So because he
couldn't back it up because
he couldn't set it up. So I normaled it into a carrier, attack for 24. Next turn, I had Solemn set, so I set and then spat it down.
From there.
Yep. But I can't get over Dark Planet. And I needed more Dark Planet outs. I know you shouldn't side for one card, but I had to. The second loser turn, just in case. Cosmo, it's amazing. BA, it's actually very good. So, yeah. That was just the second there, just in case I needed it. 2 Imperials. Cosmo, that's about it. I'd never really sided. I know some people banish others, but it was just... I didn't see it. It's good in theory. 2 Light Imprisonings for Cosmo and for Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes, I saw this, and it was good. Worked really, really well. Stopped Spirit.
Yeah, it stopped Sage.
And stopped the Egg as well.
Yeah, even all their extra deck stuff too. Most of it's white light.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The guy actually, funnily enough, at one stage was flicking through his extra deck, going light. Oh, wind. Oh, I can't go into it. All right, light. And I was like, yep, okay, fair enough. So yeah, just 2 of those. So normally, 9 times out of 10, you see all these traps because of the Demise anyway. 2 Stygian Dirge. Oh my goodness, this card's good. I was tempted to play at 3, but I opted for something else at 3. Just against BA, against even Blue Eyes, against not Cosmo, but yeah, BA and Blue Eyes, it shuts down everything. Metal Foes as well, it works well because they can't go into their extra deck, which is the scary part about that deck for me. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, really, really good. A midnight last minute side was Full House. Metal Foes at Ruins. This won me my last game because I was versing the statue guy, and he had an anti-spell fragrance and a fog blade card that he was using to buff something, and I just blew him out. And yeah, I'm keeping these in my side deck 5 ever because oh my god. Now my last 3, 3 Magic Deflector. Yeah, this card's amazing. Stopped me from getting Twin Twisted. Stopped the Cosmo player from mulliganing with Cosmotown, which ended up winning me the game. Stopped MSTs that were dropped on me. Stopped Brilliant Fusion. Stopped Stormforth. This card is so good. Because it's for the rest of the turn as well, it's kind of a sweep where you kind of stop them for the turn. And it's
almost like a light version of Cold Wave.
Yeah, it's a live version of Cold. Yeah, absolutely. The only thing they can do
that card was banned for a reason.
Yeah, the only thing they can do past this is Raigeki me, which actually did happen once. I had this set and I got Raigeki'd for 2 monsters. I was like, oh, shit, okay, whatever. And I had Mirror Forces because... so that's it. Very, very happy with the deck. I've tested it way, way, way too much. That's all I've been playing for the past God knows how long. Anything I'd change, I would take out Rivalries for a better trap. Don't know what better trap. I can just say better trap. If you have any better trap ideas that would work. Rivalry's good. It's just not relevant anymore. Maybe in BA against BA it was okay because Dante's a warrior, but yeah, if I would probably change that. I can't. Yeah, other than that, I'm actually very very happy with it. I'm like might even take out the chalice for something, maybe. The MSTs I'm keeping in forever. The ratio I'm really happy with. So yeah, so I'm very happy with it. We will leave a list in the description if you need it for anything. I can't be bothered to net deck it. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed this, give us a like, and we will see you next time.